Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Wednesday. I'd stop and think. June 26, 2024, and I'm moving on to my third card using the Country Birdhouse Country Birdhouse Bundle. This one is on sale right now in the month of June. It ends on Sunday, June 30th. We have an extra 10% off. That is what Stampin' Up is giving us on top of the bundle sale, which is already 10% off, right? It's an amazing deal. I think you're going to love this collection, having the birdhouse stamps and the dies in your collection, as well as all the other dies. It's just such a fantastic little set. Hi, Rebecca. Good morning. Good morning. Last night I had my scrapbook club. 2 classes, as I mentioned yesterday. I go live from 4 to 5:30 for my ladies on the east side of the country so that the time difference is doable. And then I go live again, so I break from 5:30 to 7 for supper. And then at 7, I come back and I go live on Zoom again with the second part of the class for the ladies who are working out here during the day in Calgary and BC. And it was such a great class. We had a lot of fun on the Zoom call, and I love seeing what the other ladies are doing. I send them the kits. It's a club, so they get the kits for free in exchange for their order. And I don't send the 12 by 12 background pieces because Canada Post would charge crazy amounts for that. So they have to provide their own background 12 by 12 paper, and I send them all of the cut pieces, and I let them know ahead of time. We have a private Facebook group. I let them know ahead of time what the layouts look like and what bundles I'm using so they can be prepared with their own stamps, or they don't have to buy the bundle. They can actually buy whatever they want and substitute it, right? So we played with Adventurous Sky for the month of June because it's kind of like masculine, right? This is the month of Father's Day, and I like to here in Canada and I think North America. You haven't? Oh, Krista, I have to send that out to you. Thank you for the reminder. That is coming out today. I have crazy day, but I will find the time to send that out before I go. Today I have 2 classes at Boston Pizza, and my daughter Amanda, as you guys know, she's going to Alberta University of the Arts, and she's off for the summer, and she's actually going to be doing some volunteer work at an art gallery, and I'm going to take her today. She went last week for an information session, and they emailed her and they told her they would love to have her as a volunteer. And today she goes for orientation, so I have to drive downtown with her. Then I come back and I go to Boston Pizza for 1:30 class, my afternoon lunchtime class. The ladies were so kind to push it to 1:30. And then I am back at Boston Pizza again tonight, yet again, for my evening class at 6. So, Krista, and everybody else watching, I will definitely get back to you. If you send me a message, please know today's kind of a crazy day for me, but I will get back to you. I don't want to skip this video. I never like to crazy schedule. Yep, it's okay. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love what I do. I love that I get to go to bed every night and sleep. As you know, my background, I'm a lab technologist. I studied as a lab technologist, and the shift work, the nights would just kill me. So I much rather get up at 5 in the morning and work, and go to bed at night. That is my jam. So it never feels like work though. This job, I love it. I love it. It is in my heart, and I have fun every single day, and you guys make my day when you join me here live. So thank you for letting me share all of this with you. Let's get started. This card I'm going to make today with you, I received as a swap card when I went to Mexico. So yesterday I showed my swap card that I swapped with everyone, and I received one back using Country Birdhouse, and I thought, oh, it's perfect. I'm going to share this one with you guys. I'm going to look at the card. I'm going to try and recreate it, but there's no information on it. So I have to post the picture of it and say, hey, if you are the beautiful creator of this card, so that I can give a shout out. It's gorgeous. All right, let's flip the camera and get started. The paper I'm going to share with you today, just a heads up, is not available right now, but it is in the Countrywood suite, and it's gorgeous. It's my favorite pattern. I think you might know which one I'm talking about. There's 2 packs of paper in this suite. So if you try to order the entire suite, there's only 1 pack of paper not available, and it's supposed to come back, I think it's the week of July 3rd or July 8th. It's coming up anyway in the next couple of weeks. So I will keep you posted because this paper is stunning. Okay, let's flip the camera and let's talk about this amazing product suite. Here we go. Hello, Rosemary said amen. Oh, I'm missing some comments, I think, here. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Ethel. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hello, hello. Hi, Anne from France. Good morning from Winnipeg, Christine. Hello, Randy. Hello, everyone. Okay, I will come back to your comments. And but if you have anything, if you comment a question and there's someone else watching with the answer, I appreciate you all supporting one another and answering while I have my camera flipped, because I can't always see you right away. I can't always see your comments. Marion? Maybe you're correcting the spelling or something on your name, Marion. Hi, Debbie from Nova Scotia. Hello, hello. So good to see you. Hi, Wendy. Hello. Wow, we've got all the people here. Hello, Cindy. Nice to see you here. Cindy from Indiana. Hello, Karen. Ah, yes, Scrapbook Club was amazing last night. We had a fantastic time, didn't we? Yeah, I enjoy you guys so much. You lift me up for sure. Okay, here, let's get going here so we can get this show on the road. All right, we're flipping. Are we flipping? Yeah, we're flipping. Okay, so there's a shot of my backyard with a beautiful sky. It is a blue sky day here in Calgary. I think, Krista, you said you're coming to Calgary on Canada Day. Reach out. Maybe we can, I don't know what your schedule looks like, but maybe we can see each other. That would be so nice to meet you in person. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so the suite is called Country Woods. That's my host code at the top of the screen you see there. So if you want to shop with me and get these 5-card kits this week, that's your code. The deadline is midnight on June 30th. And I cannot wait to send these to you. Country Woods Suite we're playing with this week. So the Suite collection is this number up here, but I don't want to give you that. I mean, I can give it to you, but it won't be available. It'll give you an error message if you use it, because one of the packs of paper, this one here at the top, the one that's called Country Woods number 8, it is not available right now. So that's the one that's holding back the entire suite. But the good news is you can get everything else. You can get the Country Birdhouse Bundle. You can get the Country Flowers Bundle. You can also get the Country, down here, this DSB Country Lace is available down here. You can get the amazing gems, which are called Basic Gray and Smoky Slate Pearls. You can get the embossing folder, the Eyelet 3D embossing folder, and you can also get the Petal Pink and White. Let me tell you the proper word. Petal Pink and White 1/4-inch diagonal trim combo pack. I have that here. I want to show you. So you get both. Can you see the diagonal pattern in there? So pretty. So you get both Petal Pink and White in that package. I have the gems. I call them gems. They're the bling. I've already gone through one whole package on my swap cards, and this is what they look like. You get the Basic Gray and Smoky Slate. Let me open it up so you can see, because they get tucked up into this part here, so you don't get to see all of them until you pull them out of the package. So let's get rid of that plastic, take them out, and I'll show you all the different ones. Look at this. Look at the different shades of Basic Gray and Smoky Slate. So nice, hey? Love that. All right, good morning, everybody. All right, so now we're going to bring in a card. Oh, thank you for your comments, you guys. I appreciate you all so much. Hello, Marie. Good morning, good morning. Oh, yes, Krista, I know I read about that on the news, or I saw it on the news, sorry, about WestJet. I hope they don't go on strike too. So we're going to make a card today using this paper. And don't worry, because when you place your order with me from Canada, and it's a minimum of $60 order, and you use that code, I'm going to send you paper from my stash. So you're still going to be able to make these cards, right? But then when it comes in stock again, you can order it. So this pattern here, I love it. I love it. I see the hearts. You guys love it too. This one, I don't know why. It's the colors, it's the wood grain, it's everything. So you get, let me show you the paper. Let me pull it out here and show you what it looks like. So you get 12 sheets. Now don't fall in love today because you can't get it today, but when it does come back in stock, you got to be you'll be on it, right? Because you'll know how amazing it is. I've got all my pieces here because I have played with this one a lot. Okay, so we got wood grain here with the gray. The whole sheet, like you can see, depending on which part you cut, you're going to get a different look. The flip side of that one has a wood grain like that. I see the yellows going through. You get 2 of everything, of course. So there's that one. And then we have this one with the browns, the early espresso, and I also see pecan pie in here. And then we've got another wood grain with the white background. This one here looks like planks of wood. So I know I love this paper. It is great DSP. That's probably why it's sold out, right? But it's coming back. That's the good news. And we got more early espresso pattern here. This one here pulls in our gorgeous petal pink, and I can see the smoky slate in the background. And there we got another wood grain pattern. It's just so realistic looking. Check out this one with the pool party. It looks like weathered wood, right? It looks like painted wood that's been weathered and now the wood is exposed underneath. It's so antique and so rustic. Oh. And then there's, did I show you the background of that one? That one has another wood grain there, a more natural wood grain. And then we have this one, my favorite pattern, the stripes. We're gonna play with this one today. The background of that one has, look at the misty moonlight, right? Look at that. Oh, I so love it. Did I show you all the pieces? I think I did. I think I got them all. Yes, the rest is just my scrap pieces. So what we're going to play with today, we're going to bring in Rose's favorite pattern, this one right here. And I have some that I'm going to share with you. So when you order your kits, I'll still be able to prep them on Monday because I have enough paper that I can love it, chop it, and send it to you for your card making. Okay, so hi Marilyn from Vermont. Hello, hello. Yeah, everybody's saying they love this DSP. I agree. It is amazing. Okay, so we're going to use this piece. We're going to use first, let's start with the card base. We're going to cut this thick white in half. Okay, bringing in my trimmer. All right, so we're going to cut this in half at 5.5. Had to place a big order for cardstock yesterday. My cardstock was getting crazy low, prepping all these classes and everything. It's, you know, it's a thing. I go through cardstock like water, I think. Okay, so we scored it in the middle at 4.25. So there's our first layer, our card base. Then we're going to bring in a piece of Misty Moonlight. And we're going to cut this to be our front layer, which is 4 by 5.25. And you're going to be able to get 4 of these out of a sheet. So let's cut at 4 inches, turn the cardstock, pop it back in, cut it at 5.25. And again, 5.25. I might as well cut this one. Then I've got a second layer, a second one for another card. And then we're going to bring in some basic white, and we want to do another layer, but I want to make it just slightly smaller than that one I just did. So I did that one at 4 inches. So let's move this one down just 1/8 of an inch. We're going to do this at 3 7/8 inch. And don't worry about the measurements because they'll be in the PDF when you purchase from me, and plus all your card pieces will be cut. So don't worry. Then I'm going to come back to the length of it. So the other layer, my Misty Moonlight layer, I cut it at 5.25. So this one I'm going to go at 5 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just giving 1/8 of an inch smaller all the way around. And that's going to give me a nice, really subtle Misty Moonlight layer, just like that. So that's what we're going to do. And then our designer series paper. So these wood planks, we're going to cut them. So I'm just going to pop them into the trimmer, and we're going to cut them. We're going to separate them. So let's just quickly do that. We'll separate these patterns here. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6. Do I have 6 on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the skinny one, there's a little skinny strip. 5. Oops, my blade just popped out. Sometimes when my blade gets old, it wants to pop out. It's like, I'm done now. Let me out now, Rose. I want to be done. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we've got 6 strips. Okay, so these are ready to go. And you're probably thinking, well, why did you separate them? They were so nicely put together on the paper. But this is the card I want to share with you what the lady, whoever it is, I'm assuming it was a lady, maybe it was a guy, but I got this one at in Mexico as a swap card. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our white cardstock. We're going to put the planks on the side over here. And we're going to take this piece and we're going to cut it. No, we're not going to cut it. We're going to tear. We're going to do some tearing here. So when you do the tearing, it's a technique, okay? So when you tear paper, I know you're like, how is that a technique? Like you're just going to tear the paper, Rose. It's not that bad. But really it is, because you want, it's not, there is a technique to it, because if you just take the paper and tear it, you don't get the look that you could be going for. So I want to take my paper in both hands and I'm just going to do short little bursts of tearing like that. And there we can control the size. So I want to do one like that. Now my next one I'm going to bring in is the skinny one down here, and I'm going to do it a little bit longer. So let's see, go like that. And I'm just going to lay this, you know, just do a little dry run and put it on, pardon me, put it on there. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to make it a little bit longer. So there's no measuring. This is like, you just take your planks and put them down, right? I love the rustic look of this. And then we're going to take the pool party one and we're going to add another piece like that. Put that right there. And next we're going to use this one here with this like the gray, basic gray pattern. And we'll put that one right here. So we're getting a little bit longer in the middle and then we're shortening out as we get down to the bottom. And then we'll take this blue one and we'll go a little bit shorter. I'm kind of just like doing this right over top of my card so I can kind of eyeball how long I want it to be. So there we have the background, the pattern that I want to use. Isn't that fun? Now, the swap card that I received, they also did this pattern on the inside. So you can also do that. And I'm going to do it too because I love this card so much. I thought, oh, I have to make it exactly the same way. So we can take these pieces, these opposite pieces here, and we can do the same thing. But you see how some of them, like this was the gray one. When I did the tearing, the rough edge is over here. That's what I want. So I may have to just do a little bit of more tearing on those pieces for the inside, but I'm going to do one thing at a time. So let's add, what should I do? I think I'll cut this piece for the inside. Let's do that. And then we can just get everything ready and do it all together. So for this one, I would need another piece of white. So you're going to get, I'm just reaching for my white. So you're going to get 2 pieces of this white. Okay. So let me remember my measurements. It was 3 7/8, right? By 5 1/8. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to do this as an inside layer. It's going to be white on white, but that beautiful wood plank paper is going to be the focal point. So let's go ahead and take our patterns, and I'm going to mimic the front. So the front has this pinky kind of one on the front, right? So let's do that. We're going to tear like that. Actually, yes, you want to tear towards yourself to get that nice white jagged edge. So I'll put that one there. And then we did the skinny one. So we'll do that one about that length. You can make it a little bit shorter for the middle if you want to. And then we're going to put this one. So we're just going to go like that. And then we'll turn it like that. And then we'll do the pool party one. A little bit shorter. Okay, and there we go. And then we're going to do this one. I mean, you don't have to mirror image it, but I kind of wanted to see what that would look like. And if I want to go a bit shorter, maybe I'll take a little bit more off of this one. This is fun. You know, if you have a daughter, granddaughter, someone that loves to paper craft with you, this would be a fun project for a child to help you with, right? They could have so much fun tearing these little pieces of cardstock, DSP. Okay, so there we go. We've got our front and our inside piece. So let's get our glue out and get that flowing, and we'll go ahead and we'll glue all of this on. So I like to flip everything over. Let's just flip it all over. And once the glue, I always say, once the glue is flowing, just go ahead. So let's do one side at a time. So 1 And then we'll do 2, 3. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this back down in place. So we'll start with that pinky, that petal pink one, like that. We'll do the small one like this. Wow, and this lady, whoever made this card, we had to do 26 of these for our swap. So she did this 26 times, and that is impressive. Maybe she had a better system of gluing, but you do have to put glue on all the pieces, so I'm not quite sure how you would do it any differently. I really like this look. What do you guys think? Tearing technique. Another fun technique. All right, so we've got, let's see, I think this one here is my gray one. Yep. Okay, so I put that right there. Tap, tap, tap. And last but not least, we'll put this Misty Moonlight, and I've got extra glue on there. Let's get that off. Okay, so there's our front. And I grabbed my glue eraser just to get that little extra glue off. Okay, so that's the front. Then we're gonna come over here, and what we could do, let's see, I'm gonna be risky here. I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna put glue like this. See if I can get away with that. So we're going to come up here and, you know, because the liquid glue is so sticky, you don't need a ton of it, right? So that little bit of glue is going to hopefully hold that down. And then we'll just keep building here. This might be the fastest way. This might be the fastest way to do this. I could have put my glue over a little further. Let's see. There's nothing wrong with trying and seeing if it's going to work, right? No, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, so last but not least, we'll put the blue one down here. And you get that little bit of wiggle room with the glue, so you can line these up. And then I think I might need a little bit more glue up here. So I'm just going to lift that plank, put that down. There we go. Okay, so thanks for bearing with me. Let's put this together. So this is my front layer. It's going to go on the Misty Moonlight layer right here. Okay, so we would gently just lay this down, hover over top, and then I just kind of take a peek at the top corner, down the side, along the bottom, and then up the other side to make sure that I've got that nice, small, little bit of blue popping out. And I see I've got a little extra glue right there. Okay, so that's going on the front of my card. So let's go ahead. You can be more liberal with your glue now because you've got layers to go through. And I didn't burnish my score lines. Let's do that. All right, and then we'll put this on the front. I'm loving this. What do you think? That white makes all those colors pop out even more. And this is going to be the inside of my card. Okay, so it's going to go in here. I love the pop of color on the inside. And go ahead, add that glue, and we'll pop this in. I'm picturing a scrapbook layout with this kind of technique with the torn planks on the sides. That would be so sharp. Okay, let's do the fun part. Let's do some stamping. So we're going to stamp on some scrap white, the bird. Let's grab my stamp set. Okay, so here it is. If you haven't seen the last couple of days, I've been focusing on the Birdhouse Builder stamp set and the dies. Amazing. All of the stamps are just wonderful. I love them all. So we're going to stamp the bird, and we're also going to stamp Hello Friend. And we're going to stamp on the inside of the card, Hope you have the best day ever. So I need that on a block. And I think that's all I need for stamps. So let's grab a block, pick these up. Okay, and this one right here, grab a block. Okay, I'm not happy with how straight that is, so let's try that again. On the glass mat, you can actually line up your stamp on the lines, the grids, right? And then you can take your block and then just gently, carefully pick it up. And then that should be nice and straight. Okay, Hello Friend, does it fit this way? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, and my bird, I'm gonna use Memento. And then for these two stamps, I'm going to bring in Misty Moonlight. So let me grab my Misty Moonlight. And and my memento. And I need some color. So I'm going to grab my Misty Moonlight Blend. Okay. So here we go. Thank you guys for joining me. It's so good to see you all with me. I'm having a blast with this card. Okay, so there's my little bird. Yay. And now we're going to do some stamping on some white pieces. So I need my die for that. Let's get the dies out first. Okay. So for the die, we have the bird here. And I'm going to grab a piece of Post-it tape, put that on here. You can, because this is photopolymer, you can cut out your little birdie shape and then stamp over top. I am a fan of doing that. I just didn't have a chance to do it ahead of time today. So we want the bird stamp punched out, cut out, and we're also going to grab, look at all the different dies you get. You get a set of 23 dies, you guys. It's amazing. So we got all these leaves here. And you know, I'd never know what I'm going to need. So you might as well just cut more of what you need. And then, you know, you can put them in a little plastic bag or a little clear envelope in with your stamp set and they're ready to go. So let's do that in white. We'll do 4 of the leaves in white. I've got some scrap petal pink here. And we're gonna cut a piece just to make sure I don't take up too much room on my machine. Petal pink, you're gonna get that in your kit as well, so that when you, I dropped my light, sorry. So when you get your card kits from me, you're gonna be able to do this as well. So then I'm gonna grab my flowers. So let's do all the flowers if we can. There's 4 flowers in this kit, in this bundle. So 4 flowers. What else do we need? I'm going to actually do both. Okay, we got another flower right here. So I think what I want to do with the flowers, to have lots of options, I'm going to bring in my Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to actually do double die cutting. I'm going to stick this petal pink layer on top, and I'm going to see if my machine will allow me to cut through both layers. Because these little dies, they don't have detail to them. They're just like, they're like outline dies, but they have some embossing. So let's see how that looks just to save some time. So I'm putting them all on here. And then I'm going to grab my tear and tape and we're going to put a piece over top because you don't want these little dies to go missing, right? So we're just going to secure them down. We'll give them a little anchor here. There we go. I'm putting that on there. And my leaves, I can see them going flying. I have witnessed this, you guys. So let's put another piece of tear and tape. I keep calling it tear and tape. It's not tear and tape. It's Post-it note tape. And then you guys have asked me about this. I bought it on Amazon. It's like Post-it notes, but it's in a tape runner. And it's so amazing. All right, let's trim off our edge here. We don't need that to go through the machine. And also my Misty Moonlight. I got extra here. So let's just trim that. Now, when you get your kits from me, you'll notice in your kits, you'll have a piece of cardstock. You'll have the petal pink and the Misty Moonlight. When it's something you need to die cut, I cut the corner off like that. So that tells you that it's not a layer for your card. It's something that you need to do your stamping and your die cutting on. So that's a little tip for you when you get your kit from me. That's what it'll look like. The pieces will look like that. Okay, so now we're going to run that through the machine and get that done. All right, let's move my things out of the way. Grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which, by the way, is on sale until Sunday. Sunday, June 30th, the last day. You can find Post-it at Staples where you bought yours, Marie. Yes, take a look there. My Staples Forever did not have it. They didn't restock it, and I couldn't find it. I was so frustrated, but I did find it on Amazon. So take a look around, guys. It does make a difference to hold those dies. And you see, I have like pieces hanging off my machine. They're handy when you need a piece of Post-it tape, and they're reusable. It's reusable tape. I'm not making affiliate payment. I don't get paid by Post-its who talk about it. I'm just sharing with you some of the things I love to use in my craft room. So I'm going this way, and then I'm also going backwards so that I can cut through both layers. Because remember, my flowers, I'm doing both petal pink and Misty Moonlight. All right, so let's take a little swipe onto my desk here. There's one leaf that is trying to get away. All right. Okay, so now let's take a look at what we got. Let's peel off that tape, and I love it because it's not so strong that it will pull your cardstock. It's just going to do the job, right? It's just going to hold down your dies and keep you from losing everything, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now that piece, I'm sticking it back on my machine. This one here, I think, has been used a few times, so we'll discard that one. Okay. Put all my dies back on my magnetic sheets, which I also got from Amazon. These are fantastic. Magnetic sheets, they hold your dies down. I use the paper. So when you get your dies, they come with this cardboard, this cardstock, and they're stuck on with like strips of glue. I just use that and I put my magnetic sheet on the other side, so I don't waste it. I just put the magnetic sheet on the opposite side. Okay, I think I got all my flowers here. Get rid of my waste and put my dies back. Set of 23 dies. That's a lot of dies to keep in order here, so I want to make sure I got them all where they're supposed to be so that next time I'm not looking for little dies on the floor, in the garbage can. Oh, that's such a pain when you lose a die. I know you guys have commiserated with me before about losing dies. It's not fun. So put them back, and a lot of times what I'll do is, what I'm doing here is dropping it on my work surface, because a lot of times it'll pop out. But if that doesn't work, just take your pick tool, give it a little poke, and it will come right out. All right, good to go. Okay, so let's deal with excuse me, these pieces. We've got our leaves, we've got all kinds of flowers, and it did do a good job of cutting through 2 layers. I'm impressed. We've got 2 layers of all the flowers. I've saved myself a bunch of time by doing double die cutting. Look at that. Okay, so the bird. Let's add a little bit of blue to the bird using my Misty Moonlight marker. It's going to put a little bit of blue around the face and some on his wings here. Just a little bit of blue and white for this bird. And I'll put a little bit of blue right there. And let's do a little center stripe on his tail. There we go. Okay, so there's our bird. We got our leaves. Now we're going to do some stamping of the greetings. So the hello friend, I just need a small piece of cardstock. So this one right here will do. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight again. And we're going to stamp, ink it up, stamp it right there. And then I need another scrap piece for the inside. I'm going to stamp the greeting that says, hoping, whoa, I can't even read through it's so hard sometimes to read through the stamps, so grab your stamp set. Hoping you have the best day ever. All right, so we're going to just tap, tap, tap on here. We're going to stamp on this piece of white and lining it up at the top, because I'm going to trim this down to make it a little bit smaller. I love this phrase. The mixed fonts in this stamp set is just amazing. You get the cursive on top and then typeset on the bottom. And here for Hello Friend, they put the typeset on the top and then cursive on the bottom. I find that mixed font to be very pleasing to the eye. Do you guys agree with me? You love that one? I'm always attracted to those stamp sets when they do that. Okay, bringing in my trimmer again, just swiping my pieces over here. I should have those on my charcuterie board, which has gone, keeps moving on me. I mean, it doesn't move. Let's be real. It's me that moves, right? So when you buy the glass mat, you can get it right now, right? In your starter kit, you can put all your pieces on there. Then you don't lose anything. So I'm just going to trim this greeting down a little bit smaller. I use my paper trimmer because it's the best way to get my straight cuts on these pieces, because I could cut it with my scissors, but then I could do crooked and I wouldn't be happy. So we got that one. And the same thing for Hello Friend. I'm just going to trim it a little bit smaller. And then, let's see, maybe a little bit more off the side, like that. And then one more across the bottom. Trim it down. Okay, so there's our front greeting. Let's bring the card in. Now we're going to do the fun part. We're going to put all this together. So let me grab my silicone mat, and we're going to, the Hello Friend is going to go on dimensionals. Everything else, and the bird are going to go on dimensionals. Everything else is going to get glue. And then we get to be a florist, right? We get to take all these pieces and just tuck them in and do a little cluster of flowers, because that's how flowers grow in nature. So we'll just do that. We'll just make a beautiful cluster. So here I am just putting them onto my silicone mat upside down so I can just get my glue flowing and get everything glued up. That's a phrase, right? Glued up. Okay, so we'll put 1 dimensional on the bird. We'll put 2 on my front focal greeting. Peel off the backing because then it's done and it's ready to go. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my glue. Oops, I got one little leaf that's missing. Okay, so let's get the glue, and we're going to add glue to everything. So just once it's flowing, just go all the way around, give everything a little touch of glue. Super fast, it's easy, and very effective. This glue does not let me down. Once it's stuck, it's stuck. I've never had a card fall apart that I've made with Tombow multi-purpose glue. Okay, that one flipped over. And then when you use the silicone mat, it doesn't matter if it flips over, because the glue on the silicone mat, you can just, when it dries, you can just pick it up and like throw it in the trash, right? It's so easy. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is start from, let's flip that over. We're gonna start here in the center. This is my focal point here. So let me move this up so you can see better. So I'm going to start layering. Let's start with the leaves. So let's put a leaf cluster there. We'll put another one right here and just add them wherever. It's really random. I love this because there's really no right or wrong way to do this. We're just putting the leaves down, and then we're going to start layering those beautiful flowers. So we've got petal pink and misty moonlight. We're just kind of stacking them up here. Easy peasy, like that. And we'll add another blue one up here. And if you're fast, you got a little bit of wiggle room. You can move them around, rearrange them if you want. We'll put another blue one right there, misty moonlight. And we'll put another one right there. Now, the bird is going to sit right on top of all of this beautiful cluster. He's right in there with the flowers. And then our greeting is going to go right here. Our hello friend is going to go right there. I'm actually going to tuck that right under his breast, the bird's breast, right there. Okay, so hello friend. Isn't that nice? I love it. I absolutely love it. Now let's open the card and see what the inside's going to look like. So what we're going to do on the inside, we're going to do the greeting first. So let's put the greeting down. Remember when I did the planks, I don't have glue on this part of it, but I wasn't too worried because this is going to anchor across and help hold down a couple more of them. I really don't think anything's going to fall apart on this card. And then we'll add some florals up here. Let's put a blue and a petal pink right there. I love doing the inside of cards. And when I opened this swap card, I was completely impressed how this person, I don't know the name of the person, didn't have any information on it, but I loved this card. How she decorated, I think it's a she, it could have been a guy. I apologize if it was a guy and I'm not saying it right. So not done yet. I'm gonna pull in the combo. The ribbon combo has the petal pink and white. So we're gonna pull in a bit more of that petal pink. The item code for this combo pack is 163416, and you get this gorgeous, gorgeous petal pink. We're gonna make a bow, my favorite way to make a bow. Take the ribbon and make 2 bunny ears, cross them over and tie them in a simple knot like that. And then you can pull the ends shorter and you can make your bow the size that you want. This ribbon is really nice for making bows. I'm really, really impressed with it. Okay, let's snip the ends here. A little snip and a snip. And then we're gonna put that onto the card right here. We're just gonna put that right there. It's just pulling all the colors together here. So pretty. And then I'm just gonna grab my glue dots And I'm going to take the bow and press it onto a glue dot. Then when I lift it up, it's already on there, so we can just put that into place. And then the other coordinating product that's in this suite is these awesome Smoky Slate, basic gray and Smoky Slate pearls. You can use any combination of these. I really like the basic gray ones for this card. So I'm going to put a big one right there. I'll grab a couple of small ones and put one here. And let's put one, I could put one right on the middle of the flower. Yeah, right there like that. So there we have it, my friends. What a fun card. I really do think it's pretty. Yes, Rebecca, I agree. So this is my version. I pretty much cased it exactly as my sample. This is the one I received. This person used a little bit of a bigger bow, which looks pretty. And she also used the petal pink. This is the petal pink and pretty peacock gems. So lots of options, right? I'm trying to pull in all the things from the suite. So add these to your cart. You want to grab these pearls. They're super nice. The ribbon pack and the bundle. Of course, you need the bundle because it is amazing, and it's an extra 10% off, so why not, right? Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed this card. I mean, it took a little time to cut the planks, but not really. I mean, and then you get enough to do the front and the little pop of surprise color on the inside. So I had to share that one with you. Let me flip you around. That is the beauty when you're a demonstrator and you participate in swapping with people. So swapping means that you design one card, and then if you're going to an event, you take your one card and you mass produce it. So then you can, thought I saw something interesting card. Oh yeah. And then you mass produce it. So that Stampin' Up, if you want, it was optional. We didn't have to swap, but of course we're going to Mexico and we're going to be surrounded by top demonstrators in the country or in the company. I want to swap with those people. Those are very important people to me. They are superstars in my mind. Most of them, they're my idols. And I got to swap with them and come back with gorgeous, gorgeous cards that I can now share with you. That's the deal with a swap, right? You're supposed to be able to use it in your business and use it to inspire you. And then I like to take those cards and inspire you, my viewers, and my Canadian customers. So thank you for joining me today and for all your feedback on this card. And I look forward to sharing more with you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Mountain Time for my next video. And I'm off to pack my bag and get ready for my 2 classes at Boston Pizza today. All right, take care, everyone, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.